All right, everybody, we'll get things started here with Kevon Boyles after today's 19-point performance for him. Questions?
Well, the fight was there again, as it's been all year long, and sometimes it's a simple thing. You know, hit some shots, and that's a totally different ball game, and that's something you can take positive into in the last couple of games.
Yeah, like Coach said, we we competed hard tonight. We played hard. Just got to hit a couple more shots. We hit 3 more threes, we win the game. We were 3 for 23, so we're gonna get back in the gym this week. We're gonna shoot, and we're gonna come out next week, and then head into Pensacola.
How close are you? You see the progress in practice. You see the progress out there. How close are you?
As y'all can see tonight, we were right there. Right there. Just got to shoot better. Little mistakes here and there. I mean, the rebounding was even, turnover, assists even. So we just got to make more shots.
When the three isn't falling, for both you and like Kerfman as an example, you guys find other ways to create offense. How big of an asset is that for you guys to have to not just be kind of a one-trick pony out there?
It's huge because, like you said, when we're not making shots, we got to get down here. We just need everybody to step up in these last 2 weeks to really go into Pensacola and shock the world. Shock some people. We make shots, we do what we need to do. It's gonna be a fun into the season.
Obin has had kind of a rough few games leading into tonight. Plays a little bit better tonight, finishes with 8 points, grabs 4 rebounds. How have you guys kind of helped him through this slump, and kind of what's his attitude been like?
I tell him every day, you're our leading scorer. We seen you do it day in and day out. Like, keep your head up. Season's not over. Just go out there, be confident. You know that you put in the work every day, and he's always in the gym. So just keep going, and it's gonna fall.
Anything further for Kevon? Alrighty, thank you all.
Thank you.
We didn't shoot the ball very well. Thought we played hard enough. That's a good thing. We competed. And anytime you can shoot 32 and 13, you play the best team in the league and one of the most efficient offensive teams in the country. Get beat by 6, 7, 8, 10 points. Played well enough. You got to shoot the basketball. We got to get somebody to put it in the bucket and be more efficient. Kevin Boyles was the only one really. 8 of 16, I think, and 2 of something, 3 or 4, 2 or 3. And everything else was 1 of 8 from Kerfman, and then overs. Everybody else from the outside. And the inside wasn't much better. So I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I know that they were ready. Corny did a great job preparing them to play. We competed. We were right there playing and shooting the way we were. So good news is that we played hard enough to win. The bad news, we didn't shoot the ball well enough. Back to the good news again, that can turn in a game. So we'll see what happens.
Shooting woes aside, where have you seen the progress over this last few weeks?
They competed this time. I wouldn't say last 2 weeks. I'd say this game they competed. I wasn't happy. We looked back over at the James Madison game. We didn't compete. Not the way you have to against if you want to win these top teams. But this time they turned it on. And now the test will be, can they go game to game with that? I think if they keep going game to game with that, the shooting will follow. That's normal, the way basketball works, so we'll see.
Even when that three wasn't falling, I thought at times they found ways to create shots underneath the basket, whether that was Kerfman or Kevon or anybody else. That kind of versatility, is that good to have when that three ball isn't falling as often as you'd like it to?
Yeah, because it had been a 30-point game if they hadn't done it. But, no, they're great kids. They're competing. And you do that. We got all the, like you're saying, kind of the off-ended plays. Ones that came wide open, and it was kind of just got to make. We missed them. Now, like you said, well, to their credit, is that they fought and found another way to kind of get a garbage basket off of it in some way. And that is just competing and not wanting to quit. But if we're going to have a chance in that tournament, we've got to find our shot. Good news is shots come from game to game, so it can turn. So we just try to get everybody ready, go down to Florida. We want to try to stay out of the bottom 4 if we can, which I think we can. If we win one, we will for sure. Win 2, lose 2, you still might have a chance. It's still going to be a long shot for somebody to get us with the 7 wins. But just keep fighting out. I'm not a quitter. I never have been, never will be. Well, our team won't quit on Marshall. And from the crowd, what we saw out there, Marshall's fans didn't quit on this team. So I appreciate the fans that came out and supported them all the way through their senior year. It helps us because going into next year, we're recruiting. We got the record we have. Hey, look, recruits, look what they do here. They come out and support this team, win, lose, or draw. So that's going to help us in recruiting and getting next year's team lined up. But for this year's team, we still got 2 games and a tournament. So we're going to fight it to the end.
Obina plays a little bit better today. He's been in kind of a slump. How have you seen him, try and work himself out of that, and how has the team kind of helped him through that?
Well, I don't know, it's kind of an individual thing, but I can tell you what he does. He comes in here at the arena and tries to get out of the slump. He's here every morning. He rides his bike. You can see it parked. He'll be in here by himself trying to get there. Sometimes, it's a mystery. I don't think there's any word a coach has to say. And, I have told them, I have told all of them, don't listen to social media. Get your heads out of it. It puts you in a bad mood. And sometimes, maybe you hear fans sometimes say, we're passionate. Well, passion's good if you do passion the right way. It's bad if you don't. The passion don't mean crap if you're not handling it the way you should be handling it. And these kids get on those medias, and I don't know. I tell them not to. I say, don't go on, don't listen. It'll put you in a bad mood. I will give the example of Tavion Kinsey, and that's the example we gave him. Tavion, his next to last year, we're getting calls from agents, other former NBA players trying to tell him how to play, social media trying to tell him to play. He had the worst year that he had in the 5 that he was here. Came back the next year, said, Coach, I'm cutting everything out. I will not listen. I'm not taking phone calls. I'm not doing anything. Player of the year. So don't think that negative stuff out there doesn't affect these guys. And don't pretend to be a Marshall fan if you're one of those, because you're not. You're hurting these kids. And you know what? They'll come out and compete. They competed hard this time, and we just get our heads straight, make a few shots. We got a chance. We got a chance. We're good enough. We're athletic enough, and we played hard enough today to be there.
Any further questions for Coach?
All right. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you.